You're alive. You're like, who's smacking? Who's smacking? Oh boy. Your leg, you need to turn your leg that way, baby.
Hey. Hey.
She said hashtag #1. Day Wednesday, hump day. It is hump day. We about to eat dinner in front of y'all. So, look who we got. Ooh.
Hey.
We doing good.
I'm trying to find it, y'all. Hold on.
What you trying to find? It's right, baby.
I can't see that. I can't see that from over here.
I ain't saying nothing. What's up, Corey?
I can see it, but it's hard.
Savine, View is a View. Chili dog, yep. We having chili dogs, and Lisa made some chili dogs. We got and some corn on the cob.
Hello, everybody. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? We're doing fine, indestructible. Hey, Corey. Hey, Leilani. Hi. Hey, Life Experience. How y'all doing?
Leilani, we got some chili dogs and
Hey, a view. Corey, Carla, Keisha. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing today? Y'all know we don't normally come on Wednesday, but you know how it goes.
we want to discuss something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody, all of us have kids or love children, so you know the tragedy that happened in Florida is on a lot of people's mind, and the kids in Florida are actually doing a lot more so than normally, because normally it's the parents or the adults and everybody's discussing it and everybody's leaving the kids out, but these kids are not being left out because this is the biggest biggest high school massacre. I think Virginia Tech was the largest school massacre with 22 died. I think this is the largest high school massacre ever. And these kids are not taking it the way adults want them to, just be quiet because they watch their friends die. So, and it's been a little heavy on me, you know, because Nick, and he's 2 years out of high school. And of all the things I got to worry about, sending to school shouldn't be one of them. But now we got to worry about sending our kids to school. And that's just, it's heartbreaking and it's irritating and it's infuriating. It's pissing me off. That's what it was. Pissing me off. Nick had a dream. He had a bad dream. He killed people all day on Fortnite, but he ain't had a bad dream about that yet. Grew up watching horror movies. Ain't scared of nothing too much. He had a bad dream about that because that could actually happen. Scooby-Doo can't happen. You know what I'm saying? That can't happen. But that stuff could actually happen. And maybe you reading the thing because I can't see that.
Okay.
And
Indestructible said I can't even imagine your fear.
It's because I have kids that it would hurt me if something happened to them, not just Nick. Mr. Twist is in high school. Our little Twist is in high school. Imagine if we were to hear that. And that's just a part of the bomb squad. We all have kids or kids we love, nieces, nephews, cousins, brothers, somebody child. And can you imagine getting those calls or seeing that on TV at work? You know what I'm saying? Being at work and all of a sudden somebody calling you, because everybody can't get their phone at work. I know I look at my phone sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes after the run.
Hey, Big Tiny.
You know what I'm saying? And you imagine getting that call or missing that call.
Don't forget to hit that like button. We got 26 people in here and 9 likes. That's not cool.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's not a popular subject because everybody, you know, wants to fuss about the politics and the this, and the third. But a 19-year-old, well, he's a child to me, but he's grown. 19-year-old young man with severe mental illness walked into a gun store bought an AR-15 and however many bullets he wanted, then proceeded to a week later kill 17 people. That's just the end and the beginning.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Go ahead, eat your food, babe. That's kind of crazy because, like I said, like she said, Nick had came to us and said something about a dream right after watching it on his I guess he watched it on his phone or something. But whatever the case was, he saw the news about it, and then the next day he said, I had a scary dream. And his dream was, like I said, this was after the fact it happened. He dreamt that they did a fire drill, and the fire drill in his dream was supposed to be a fire drill, just a drill like normal. But then it was actually somebody there that pulled the fire bell to lure them out of the school. But his teacher told him to stay in his dream. And it's kind of scary for your child to dream stuff like that. They're not supposed to be dreaming stuff like that, especially if a child playing shooting games and stuff. They supposed to have fun through their youth. You know, he's 19 years old. I don't know. That's a little crazy because it's like, how you 19? What is you thinking?
I don't care. I mean, you know what? I'm sorry. And I'm going to piss some people off, and I really don't care. I don't care what he's thinking. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. 17 sets of loved ones are trying to figure out how to bury their husband or their child. That's just it. I don't care what he was thinking. I don't care what you did to him. I was bullied in school. And I was quiet.
Don't forget
I didn't bother nobody. If you didn't want to be my friend, shit, I ain't need no friends. I went home and read a book.
I was bullied in school too.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people bullied in school. I went to high school in Atlanta. One person got shot. And I lived one in the hood, but you know, I was hood adjacent. One person got shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So don't keep on telling me it's because he was this, and the third. There are millions of children and young adults and people who are abused physically, mentally, sexually every day. So everybody who's abused or sad or bullied, if everybody who was done that to shot something, we wouldn't have to worry about it because there wouldn't be no more people. So I don't care what he thought. What you should do is limit his access to anything that can kill more than one person at a time. Because guess what? He wouldn't be able to kill 17 kids with a knife. Somebody would have got that ass before he got the kid number 2 with a knife. Oh, we can't ban them. We can't. I don't want you to ban nothing. I love guns.
Don't forget that like button.
I like bullets. I like to shoot them. Nothing sexy to me. There's somebody who know how to shoot a gun. I got a little tingle when I watch John Wick and John Wick 2. Love guns. Been shooting since I could walk. Since I could hold a weapon of any kind. My granddaddy put it in my hand. When I get one, I'll make sure Nick knows what to do with it, so he won't point it at his face and blow his brains out. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is, I don't need an AR-15 to protect my house and my family. I need one gun, 9 bullets, maybe 15, depending on how many people come to the house to get shot. That's about it. That's all I need. I don't need a semi-automatic or automatic weapon of any kind. I lived in the South, and trust me, them good old boys could take a 30-06, which is a shotgun, and kill as many deers. Why are you shooting at a deer with a? The parents of this young man.
He said he should have been able to get in. He shouldn't have been able to get inside the school either.
No, the dream Nick had, that was his plan to pull the what's the thing called? What's the thing called? His plan was to pull the fire alarm, get a fire alarm started, and have the kids run out. And he was gonna shoot them as they came out of school. Y'all understand? He was shooting through doors. He was shooting through windows. He wasn't just in the school. He wasn't even coming into school. That pan backfired, so he shot through doors. He wasn't even going in half of these classes. One little boy took 5 bullets blocking the door trying to save the people in his classroom. He wasn't even going in class. He just didn't care. He didn't care who he shot, what he shot, where he shot. The fact that the gun he was shooting could penetrate a wall was all he needed. And nobody is taking that in consideration, that they are killing our babies at an alarming rate. And the first thing you want to say is, this on this crime and that on. I don't care what color these babies are. These babies are dying. Seal moved from
DC.
DC, or DC moved from DC with her child to Virginia because it wasn't necessarily the best place to raise a kid or the safest place.
And it wasn't.
People move all the time so that kids don't have to deal with unsafe places.
Yeah, I moved from DC when Barbie Pink's lifestyle, aka Brittany, when she was going to middle school, because I noticed how terrible the middle schools were. And one of my exes was like, "You should move to Virginia, away from the city," which was the best thing that I can do. I mean, it ain't like it can't happen out here, but the chances of it happening is quicker in the city, in D.C., especially living in the areas that I was living in. It was cheaper to live out there.
Shot.
But the only thing about it was you still hear fire trucks, police, people hanging on the stoop, shooting down the street. It was crazy, but I couldn't stay out there, not with no child, not with no little girl.
But now it don't even matter. Don't even matter where you go.
Nope.
Children go to school, and somebody is mad about something. Some little girl said no. Some little group didn't want to hang with him.
Indestructible, I get that. I mean, yeah, I'm glad you understand that. You're not a mom, but it's just a lot to deal with. But in the same token, it's just, if you before you be in the area or whatever, or if you know the area is not for your child, you need to make moves.
Not even for your children, for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I grew up in those areas, so it was all right because I knew half the time I was at work, and then when I did get home, but it was the weekend.
But as you got older, you didn't want to worry about whether or not your stuff was going to be there when you got home. Worry about whether or not if I came home late from the club or not, I was going to make it in the door.
Yeah.
Even adults, even single adults with no kids.
I'm going to tell you how bad it is. My parents, they were out at the casino in D.C., and they live in Maryland now. So as they were going home, when they was going home from the casino, the next day I had asked them, I couldn't reach y'all. Where were y'all? I called them every day because I'm just scared. Stuff happens down there. We're up there. We're down. We're in the mountains. So what happened was my mom said that they had the biggest scare of their life. They were driving on the main highway, which is 295, coming from down the area, and a car flew past them. And within seconds, another car flew past them. So it was like real fast. And the man just threw his car in front of the car and made the man crash. My parents said the car just went everywhere. Like he purposely threw his car in front of him, so there was no way in the world he could have stopped, hit his brakes. The car flew everywhere, they said, within feet from them.
Don't faint for the chili dog.
Who's that? Who said that?
Hold on, I gotta go back up. A view said I almost fainted. Chili Charles.
She said I was awesome. I was in a drive-by. The car was coming by my grandma's house. In D.C. In the next minute, I heard a shooting. Yep, that sounds like right. Them chili dogs. I want my second one, y'all. But I'm still eating my corn on the cob.
Hey, everybody. Hey, big, tiny, big. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. I get dyslexic sometimes. Hey, big, tiny, Goldilocks. What is up?
Oh, you get to see it that way. I can't see it that way.
Yeah. Danisha, how you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Danisha said 2 boys threatened to shoot up Khadijah school and they were suspended. They were only suspended.
Mm-mm.
All right, y'all. If I don't read the things that I'm going to read them now, so then I'll kind of express it together.
Let me read this one. They did drop the ball on catching his mental health issues when he was younger. However, he needs to pay for his wrong because it was. Damn, I think he disappeared. Hold up.
Well, yep, you're right.
It was premeditated.
It was. He needs, and Florida has a death penalty. For all that don't know, Florida does have a death penalty. So he only needs to get death penalty for one of the cases because they can't kill him one time. But, yes, it was undiagnosed as he was younger, but he was diagnosed as he was older. He wouldn't have been able to get a gun. 2 years ago, he wouldn't have been able to get a gun. Not an AR-15 and not legally. because there was a thing in place that if you were had a documented mental illness, certain mental illnesses, not all of them, because all of them don't predispose you to violence, but certain mental illnesses do. They wanted to limit your access to weapons. But in the current situation, with a lot of things being repealed and changed, that particular safeguard was taken away. So now there was a man I saw on Facebook. He said the day after it happened, he put on Facebook, he was talking about how he just wanted to see something. So he went into a gun shop and he asked about purchasing an AR-15 and 100 rounds of ammo. And he said it took, from the time he got to the time he could have walked out the store, it took 23 minutes for him to get the gun. No waiting period, nothing. Even though they did a background check, he could have walked out with the gun. What really made him scared was it was 5 minutes away from his daughter's school. He said, and the time it took him to drive from his house to the gun store, I think it was a pawn shop. And he said he passed 5 schools, parks. He said it was so easy for him to walk in there and get an AR-15 and 100 rounds of ammo. That, nope. What war are we in? Am I missing something? Am I missing the war? Am I missing the war? Am I missing the war that we as Americans are in America? That you would need to have an assault rifle, a military grade weapon. I'm confused. What happened to just 9mm and 357, the 22? What happened to little guns? You know what I'm saying? You're accessing these big guns with all these big bullets and all this power to kill up as many people as possible, because that's what they're made for. I'm sorry, AR-15s are not made to wound. They're not made to just look scary. All guns look scary. You know, they're not made for that. They're made to kill. That's not what they're all made for. But you got a better chance of surviving a bullet from a 9mm than you do an AR-15.
She said, oh,
they knew about, they had, but they said the FBI they said the kids knew. The killing part is the kids had stated previously that if anybody was going to shoot up the school, it was him. The kids had said that. Mm-hmm. When other kids who didn't go to school there anymore heard about the shooting, said they knew who did the shooting. But because he actually hadn't did anything before that day, there wasn't nothing they could do to him. Just because somebody know you're going to do something. The police, it's just like when she beat my butt all the time. I finally get a restraining order. I'm telling y'all he about to kill me. Well, he ain't killed you yet, so ain't nothing we can do but give you this piece of paper. He ain't did nothing yet, so ain't nothing they can do about it. That's what they love to say. But they can figure out a way to stop everything else. If they don't like the color of your skin, they figure out that. If they don't like your sexuality, they figure about that. If they don't like your religion, they figure about that. If they don't like the fact you're dressed like a girl or you're dressed like a boy, they figure about that. But they can't figure out a way to keep somebody from killing up 17 people in less than 5 minutes.
A damn 19-year-old at that.
17 people.
Uh-oh. Take your time.
No, because it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And they want to put, wait a minute now. Y'all want to get teachers guns. Y'all know how many times teachers want to kill their students. This is not funny.
I know.
But that being said, somebody said a good man with a gun will stop a bad man with a gun. No. Because a good person with a gun thinks. We'll go, should I do this? We'll have a moment of pause. You understand what I'm saying? We'll have a moment to think. And maybe, hey, let me shoot at his head. Let me shoot at his arm. Let me shoot at his leg.
But that's just like...
a good person would think like that, because that's what a good person would do. That would make you a good person. Let's give a definition of good and bad. A bad person doesn't think. They don't care about the consequences. So they won't stop and think. So the good person, while he's thinking about whether or not he's going to shoot him, the bad person has already killed him, took his gun, now he got 2 guns.
She said they sexually assaulted, fight, and call kids the N-word, and you don't think they pull one out at a kid?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. But eat your food. What happened at my job? Well, nothing happened, but the security guard brought attention to me yesterday. This is how we got on the topic because I came home with this on my brain because I work at one of the largest colleges in D.C. Babe, eat your food while I'm talking because you're gonna start talking again. So the security guard was like, you know, we don't have guns. In the building I'm in, you don't need no access pass. Now, where I work at, like when I go in my other buildings, I work on computers and stuff all day. So when I go to the other building, it's like I gotta use my pass. But where my office is at, which is predominantly where all the classes at, you just walk in. You have to pass the security guard, but the security not gonna ask every student that walk past for their ID. They just come in. And if they did come in, they don't even have what do you call those metal detectors at the door. So he was asking me. He was like, how you feel about how the students and they just walk around here? I said students, employees, because my fear is when they fire people, adults don't know how to handle that.
No.
And my first fear is, what if one of them, come down here and just start shooting, or the students, because like we talking students range from out of high school to adults. We have adult students because they want to be nurses and all them types of stuff. Yeah.
No pharmacy gone?
Pharmacy people gone, but its majority is like nurses now.
Well, nursing is hard too. Nursing is a hard subject to learn.
So it's like you got hundreds of kids walking back and forth, in and out all day long. And the security guard was like, what if they come in and I can't see? And now they done relocated his desk on the side, so his back is turned, so he constantly looking like, I told him to go by a mirror or something.
His back is turned to the door?
No, his back turned to when you coming through from the elevators on the other side, okay. Because they renovating the other side where they used to be at. So I don't know. I just told him I'm closer to the door on the side if something happens. I told him you better have a plan because those students, when they stressing out, I done seen them cry. I done seen them cuss, fuss. They happy. But other than that, when they got them exams going on, they got a lot of pressure going on, and it's crazy. The death penalty, all those parents need to eat, sat around and whoop. I know, right?
Well, you can't. Well, see, that's the thing. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can regulate everything else. Parents are scared to spank their kids, and I ain't gonna lie. Some folks don't need to spank their kids because they don't know the difference between punching and spanking. The reality is
I'm gonna whip that ass.
The reality is the kids just ain't scared on whether they hit them or not. The kids ain't scared of. They're not scared of their parents. They don't have a healthy respect for authority. Period, because they're not taught that. I can't talk about spoiled because I was spoiled. I spoiled a boy. But the boy's scared that his stuff gonna get taken away. He's scared that as he gets older, I'm just not gonna play certain stuff. He knows that if he go to jail, he's spending the night.
Ain't nobody come to get you.
Ain't nobody come to get you. Ain't nobody come to get you.
If you did it, you stay there.
Now, if he ain't do it, I'll fight to the end, and I know.
Yeah, if you take stuff from
If he ain't do it, then I got it. But you did it, or it look like, you up there hemming and hawing, you about to go. But these parents are scared to discipline their kids in any way, because then the kids now call the CPS. Hell, they call Dr. Phil.
Look what happened in Fairfax.
Kids want to be.
I'm gonna show you what happened in Fairfax. You can read it to them. Vicky Vicky sent it to me.
But that's the thing. These parents are.
So read that to them.
And now, top it all off, politics is in everything now. It's not supposed to be in anything, but it's in everything. Now they have a thing going that the kids are not really, the kids are actors. The kids that are now speaking out are actors trying to get you to stop, get the guns out of, they want to take your guns. Take all the guns.
It's going to turn off.
Take all the guns. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not doing that.
Is that right there?
Yeah, but it won't. Oh, okay. My phone won't. Okay, they had a walkout. Yeah. So anyway.
Parents can't whip their kids no more because they kids have the right to call ACS. Okay. They can call all they want.
What's that?
Parents can't whip their kids no more because the kids have the right to call.
You ain't got the right to do nothing. You got no job. You ain't got the right to do nothing. That's the problem.
I remember one time, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. One time,
no rights. No rights.
One time, Barbie Pink Lifestyle
right to spend all my money.
Decided not to come straight home from school, even though she was at a neighbor's house. She didn't call me. She didn't tell me. So I'm worried. I'm walking up the street. Now keep in mind, we live in a predominantly neighborhood where it's like it's quiet. You don't see people. We in the mountains, but it's an apartment complex out there, and so my head went straight DC, how they do over there, and I wasn't thinking, but it was just a principle. She didn't call me or let me know where she was, and she knew she was supposed to came straight home. So I'm walking around the neighborhood calling my parents, and my parents was like, "Give her time, she probably come." And I'm like, "Time is not long. I can't wait time. I need to see her now." She coming out the neighbor's house with the friends. They doing makeup and shit. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I pulled my belt out in broad daylight. I started whipping her. My ex-girlfriend was like, "You can't beat her in front of people." I'm like, "Who are you?" Oh, shit. I'm gonna beat you wherever because I ain't got time to wait.
Hey.
What's up, Sabriz?
CPS is called. Parents are scared. But see,
I'm not scared.
I understand. When I first had Nick, I was living in Alabama. And they would call CPS if you take the kids to the emergency room with bumps and scrapes and stuff. But you got whole crackheads and meth heads and I'm trying not to cuss. And folks with 30 children living in one bedroom. Y'all don't take none of them kids, but y'all come ask me how he bust his head. Because his stunt dog up there, he jumped off the shit. He was standing on the dresser, jumped on the floor, hit his head. Next time I won't bring him in. Next time I'll wrap his shit up with some duct tape and he'll be all right.
You say duct tape, baby.
No, because it's in the disparity and the difference in you'll check me, but you won't check this 13-year-old with 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go. I believe in calling police on somebody because I'm not about to argue with you. If you done did something to bother me or I feel for my life and I don't have a weapon handy, I will call 911 on y'all.
Hold on. Shamita said, hold on. I keep pushing that button. Shamita said, fear children. I wish the hell I would. I believe in playing that game called Tear the Ass Up, baby. Why you move the thing,
because that was bothering me in my face. No, I mean, I brought you. I'm quick to say I brought you in this world.
Trump scared of the NBA and the NRA.
No, but okay, no, they're not scared of them.
What's up, Frank?
Money is more important than lives. It just is. It always has been, and that's cool. Money always has been more important than lives. Everybody want to say Trump a racist. Trump don't like nobody that ain't green. Understand this. He don't like all them white folks that voted for him. That he don't, cause they ain't got no money. He don't like all them black folks that voted for him because they ain't got no money. It's about that green. It's about that money you can bring in them pockets, and that's just what it is. Now, there are racists, yay. There always have been, there always will be. You don't like me because I'm black. You don't like me because I'm gay. You don't like me because I'm fat. I don't care. I don't care. But understand that it's about that money, and the NRA has unlimited funds.
I'm blessed to raising respectful young men that knows I will bust their ass.
I will choke slam you. Nick about to be taller than me too.
Well,
Nick about to be taller than me. Come here, Nick. Gonna come up here with a big lip one day. Y'all think got stung by a bee? I mean, popped him in his mouth. Well, he'll go to school and say he got stung by a bee. Watch what I tell you. And the teacher be like, "What happened? I got stung by a bee." You know, I'm over here. I can't talk right. I can't talk right now. My voice was too high for Nick, so I gotta go down. He'd be like, "I got stung by a bee. I can't talk right now."
Yeah, he's the type of kid. I mean, once he get older, we don't know for right now. But right now, he's very respectful, and he already know if he do something, all I gotta do is take his stuff away from him.
Get older, he want to.
You take his stuff away from him, he hurt. Yeah, he hurt.
You know he want to. Think he gonna show off. I know he got to smell himself. I get all that. Yeah.
Hold up. Boys need their father. That's not true. It's just how you raise your child. I mean, you got.
Yes.
If
you got your daddy, you need him.
Nick is like the what's this? The fourth boy that I raised.
If you got your daddy, you need him. And trust me, it's a whole bunch of people out there being raised right now by their daddy, and they wish their mama was the only parent they had. So, yes, it's nice, but the reality is, if you want your kids to be well-mannered, if you want them to be well-adjusted, you got to take it upon yourself to do it. And 2 parents in the home don't mean 2 parents are parenting. It don't.
He says, that's right, stung by me. Go.
It don't mean 2 parents are parenting. You get that, and
he said, he said, "Oh, go to wait a minute, hold up." Stu said, "Get stung by a bee or go to a foster home." He be fine with the bee sting.
And he go, I tell Nick, you take what you bought. How about that? You wanna go somewhere?
She said, boys need their father. I'm not about to tussle with no boy bigger than me.
Yeah, you don't tussle with him? I wish I would tussle.
You go get a whip.
Tussle? Did you say tussle?
If they that big, you need to go buy. I got a stun gun. You want to
tussle? Did you say? I wish
step?
I might. Nick taller than me now, and my knees, both my knees bad. I wish I might tussle with him. He'll look up on the floor. I don't care about no damn daddy here. Both of them be looking up at the ceiling, trying to figure out how the hell they got on the floor. I ain't tussling with nobody I had. I wish I might. That's the problem. We forget we had them. I made that up there. Understand that I made that. Now you thank you for the sperm, but I made that. I cooked that up there. That's mine. Mine. It was mine when it was in me. It's mine now, and it'll be mine till it dies. And it'll be mine on the other side. He's mine. Wish I would tussle with some child. I ain't tussling with nobody else's child. I'll smack the shit out your child. Talk crazy. That's the problem. Should talk crazy. That's Charles. He is 20 feet tall. Watch what I tell you.
That's when you
tell him, Charles.
Actually,
come on, Charles. Come
actually,
you all tall and shit.
I'm gonna come behind.
Oh, you go that way? Like Nick be that big and tall, that's when the stun gun come in. I ain't got time to hurt myself.
We be stunning Nick like the police do you before you get it.
What's up, y'all? Now, as y'all know, I have like 12 moms. But my biological mother, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a story. My older brother is 6'2", okay?
Eat your food, baby.
My older brother
Yes,
is 6'2".
Shamita, yes. I'm eating, baby. I'm eating. I'm good.
He pushed my mother one day. Now,
She said
at the time, I was probably like 10 or 11. Now, I learned very quickly that I will never mess with my mother. Well, what happened was, I came home,
I'm eating.
and went in my room, was cleaning up, and heard a bunch of noise, came out, and saw my brother hanging from his ankles. So, it doesn't matter how big anybody is, you just gotta let your children know, no, they don't know. You don't play with me, and I'll show you something if you try to play
Yes.
with me. It's just that simple.
Yes.
I think I saw somebody in the comments say, you gotta have a father. You don't have to have a father. You just gotta instill that respect and teach your child how to respect their parents, and let them know that if you try to disrespect me, I will show you something one time. So from moving forward, you'll think about that one time that you got hung from your ankles, and then you'll know. From that time forward, I never disrespect my mother ever. So I learned real quick. Thanks, Jay. You never gonna watch it, but thanks. I appreciate you showing me that. Because if it wasn't for that, I probably might have tried once, maybe once.
She said, "Y'all wrong. Everybody needs a
yes,
father."
baby. Everybody needs a father. That doesn't mean they have one. Yeah, you can need what you want to have, but you got to do what you got to do with what you got. And right now, that ain't what he got. So you need one. Yay, I needed one.
Everybody
Mine died.
I mean, everybody needs a parent, but unfortunately, every situation is not the same. So some people don't have a father or don't know who their father is. Sometimes mother gotta make do. Like my mother was a single mother, but I was blessed to have my father around for a long time. Like he loved spending time with us. We enjoyed our time. But I'm different from other people. So some people didn't have their father. So it's just about what you make of the situation. And that's what really was all about. Everybody needs both parents, but a lot of times you can't put yourself in that situation, so you got to make do with what you got.
So the kid that was shooting, that's 19 years old.
He had a mom and dad in the house. Yeah, he had a mom and daddy.
See,
The
and
issue
that's
is
it's them same thing. He had parents in the house.
And they probably weren't paying attention to any signs or giving him the attention that he deserved and really focusing on where the issues lie to possibly prevent that situation from happening.
I mean, but where do you go? Where do you look for that at? I mean,
you don't. I mean, if they knew he had mental issues, like certain children with special issues probably should be more tended to more than other children. I mean, it is what it is.
oh, they knew he had mental issues, but the man, see, the parents were talking about the little boy. Oh, we knew he had the guns. He hunted.
But then they had
He
someone.
was hunting. What was he hunting? He had an AR-15.
But they
You know
stopped it.
people.
But it was on the news this morning. Did you see the news with the Asian little boy had a gun?
That was here. That was in Maryland.
That was in Maryland.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Maryland.
he had a gun and they caught it. Somebody told him or whatever.
He
the
had
case.
an AR-15.
And he told him that he was going to gun range afterwards after school. And then he turned around and said he was headed for safety.
Yeah.
No, his foster parents, whatever they are. He had a 2-parent.
Excuse
This
me.
was a little couple. His foster parents were on TV. His foster parents and adopted parents.
Is that called?
Hold on. It was called from yesterday. Because I think they're either foster parents or his adopted parent.
I think they was foster parents. I think he was foster parents.
Oh, don't get it twisted.
He said something about he would kill his mom or whatever the case because she was a Jew.
Oh wow,
And he didn't like her, so he glad she wasn't part of his life. How far you at, baby? You way?
I had to go back up. I mean, don't get me wrong. All children and adults, need the people who made them. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and
Hey, Mr.
I hadn't been
Twist.
to a doctor in a minute, and she was talking about things. She was asking me about my family, and I could only give her my mother's side. I can only give her that because at 50, almost 51, I don't know who my father is. As far as I'm concerned, my father was my grandfather who passed away before I turned 6 years old. And she was like, I could do the DNA thing, 23andMe, get my chromosomes and see what's going on. And I couldn't answer the questions. And we all need both our parents. And in a perfect world, there will be situations where all kids had 2 parents, whether it's the ones that made them or the ones that chooses to love them. But that's just not how it is. And I wish there was a way that Nick could, have his father in his life. But that's not a decision that was made. So I had to make sure that he felt enough love. And I think that's what that's what we do. When you become a parent, whether you're by yourself or in a couple, you make a decision that my life ain't my life no more. My life ain't my life no more.
You got Brittany?
My life stopped being my life when I had Nick. I worked for Nick. I'm going back to school for Nick.
You coming over here, Brittany?
Because I want to know who's saying everybody need a daddy.
Oh,
wait a minute. Go on and see. You got to go on that
oh,
side.
snickety
Yeah,
snap.
I'm coming right here. Who said? I'll come around.
Oh, Lord.
So I would love for all kids to have
Come right here. Just come right here.
Access
You just
to my
ain't do it.
child. Here we go. I would love for
Who
all
said
kids.
people need a
You gotta
daddy?
look at the thing, baby. I can't read
I
that.
was on Apple support trying not to get mad when I read that, by the way.
I would love that because in the real world, that would be great for all kids to have access to all their
You
parents.
know I am, Tosh, because I'm not going to toot my horn, but like,
But the reality is
people who do have a daddy be messed up.
thank you. But I mean, Nick. I know Nick tried. Yes, baby. Yes.
What she said?
He said Nick reminds her of her oldest son.
Respect. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he try all the time.
He's supposed to try, but they supposed to try. Real
He
kids
tried
are
and then he snitched on himself.
stupid. How you smart and stupid at the same time? How you gonna try to do something and then turn around and go, well, I didn't do.
You want to tell your story?
I didn't where I was supposed to.
They not even worth my time.
But
Oh, Lord.
but what I'm saying is that
Oh, you got
You take care of them. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that if you look up there, look, baby, look. Why he look crazy?
Did you get the trash?
Why he look crazy?
Ooh.
See, look. Right,
Trash man come at 8 o'clock. What you doing, buddy?
What time is it? You about to get put out?
No.
Oh, Jesus, you better look out the door. Look out the door, player.
Mom, I need to get the trash first. Sorry.
Close your eyes or something.
He'll hit that corner. Yeah, he'll hit that. Oh, but
So smart, you stupid. Yeah, Nick is smart, but don't have no common sense.
he got common sense, but he just ain't got
No common sense.
Okay, let me tell y'all something.
He got no common sense.
So the boy watches Lauren Lake and shit stuff with me. We do watch, more You Are Not the Father, just cause. So we were watching it, and it was a young man. Here's a perfect example of fathers. There was a young man on there saying that he needed his dad. He said the streets raised him, and because he didn't have a dad, that's why he said the streets raised him. And I asked Nick that. I did. I said, hey, do you ever feel like you need to go to the streets? Because you ain't got no dad. No, it ain't what you said. That's what he said. He said, Mama, ain't no streets in here. We ain't got no streets. I said,
Well, we don't.
well, we don't. I mean, not just, I didn't literally mean the hood. I meant, do you feel like you needed to go somewhere else to get something? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I had a stepdad. Right. I mean, it's all about having people in your life that love you and take care of you. You remember, it used to be a village raised a kid. It used to be that if you got in trouble in school, the old ladies on the corner caught you. And by the time you got home, your mama knew whether or not you called or not, because we all watched out. You couldn't snatch no kid in the right neighborhood because it was somebody sitting on the porch or looking out their window. You had grandparents. Your grandparents beat that tail. Miss Rose beat that tail. Your mama beat that tail. And if your daddy was in the house, he beat that tail because he got tired of hearing your mama talking to you. He didn't beat you for what you did. He don't even care. He was at work. This was back in the day. He was old. He ain't care. He was sick of hearing your mama house. He's sick of your mama house. That's all he wants.
Yeah, but it's just.
But I mean, now we just so focused on us that it would bother me if something happened to one of y'all kids. I have never physically seen y'all.
Hold on, Mr. Twist said something. Eat your food, babe. I lost my mother and still have love because DC and Lisa, no matter what they say and no matter what they do, basically, as long as you got a family that would never let you down, that's a family.
That's right.
That's well said.
It would hurt me if something happened to that little boy, to Mr. Twist. It would hurt me if something happened to him. And I ain't had him. I ain't even laid eyes on him except on the camera.
Shamita said, man, they have single moms who have raised great young men. Your child is a...
Let me let y'all in on a little secret.
I can't...
President Obama, the very first African-American, however y'all want to say it, black president, raised by a single white lady. A young black man was raised by a single white lady. Became to be one of the first, just first at a lot of things. You just gotta, these kids, we wasn't scared to go to school. We might have been scared to come home because we got in trouble at school. We were scared what the teacher was going to say. We were scared of report card time. We weren't scared to come to school, come home. We wanted to go to school.
What you doing? No, go finish doing what you doing. Your room, you ready to go to bed? Your stuff packed up? School tomorrow?
Why he packed up? Where he got to go?
He got to get out.
Where he going?
Military school.
He going to military school again? Boy, that hurt that feeling. That boy thought he had to leave me. He was about to...
Oh, bro, that was too funny.
He thought he had to leave me. He thought he had to leave Sil. Boy, he said, I gotta go today.
Boy, know something. Understood until. Hold up. Dang. And also let my boys know something I never understood until I had them. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tampa. I mean, people used to always say before I got pregnant with Nick, everybody would say I wish my kids would have more than I had. And the reality is I wanted my son to have what I had because my grandmother, who raised me by herself, gave me everything I wanted. I was well-spoken because she made me go to school. I could sing since I could talk. But she said, I don't care if you can sing, can you read? Can you write?
All right, Nita.
Can you do arithmetic? Can you add? I couldn't add real good, but I can do the other
Hey,
thing.
give me a tablet. Why you? I'm gonna burn my phone up. Cause
Can you read your tablet? Oh, your tablet.
No, your tablet.
I know my tablet. I will use
Oh,
my
you
tablet.
wait. Hold up.
I'm,
Mr. Twist said, and people are sitting around trying to change somebody. You can't change nobody. That's like a waste of time sitting around trying to change somebody. You can't do that.
no, you can't. People are who they are. I don't know how you can. You are who you are. People say they can change. No, you can change how you react to a situation. You can change what you do. But the person that you are at the base, your base person, is who you are. Because you act that way, watch your kids. Your kids act the same way now that they did when they were little. They just now are bigger. You can see the stuff that was going on, whether it was bad or good.
Right, because I'm trying to figure out how did he just...
He's
that
constantly
boy-
had issues. He's constantly had issues. And I'm sure if you look back over
They said they had house calls. The police
39 times.
had 3 dozens of house calls to this one kid house. He should have been put
Yes,
in a
Mr.
mental
Twist.
place, an institute or something.
These people were scared of this little. Let me tell you why I'm scared of.
Who you scared of, baby?
Nobody.
I'm scared of the devil.
I ain't scared of him.
I'm
I
scared
mean,
of
why
the
you scared of them?
devil.
I mean, he ain't coming up here to bother you. See, she should watch some of my shows because the devil really just don't. The devil's really down there going.
Now, you
all
about
these
to go on another topic.
I
ain't
am.
messing
Y'all
with
know
you.
I'm random. I know I'm liable to flip and flop through topics.
I don't know what
I
I
ain't scared of the devil. I pray. What's gonna happen? Gonna happen. I ain't scared of the devil. What am I scared of? I'm not really scared of anything. I think I might. You know what? I used to didn't be the IRS. Yes, Barbie. I would get a yes because the IRS will come get your. The IRS will take your socks.
That's what Barbie said.
Yeah, the IRS will take your socks. I'm scared of them. I don't play with them. I get them all their monies. Whatever they give me back is fine. If they say I as long as I don't owe them nothing, because they will come get your socks. They get your drawers up off you. You be at work naked. IRS, I want them. Let me have them. Because you feel like you ain't paid enough. So you got clean underwear? Let me get them. So yeah, I'm scared of IRS. But yeah, I'm scared of them. The only force on earth that could get Al Capone was the IRS. Let that marinate for a little while. The only people in the world that could stop Al Capone from killing everybody was the IRS. Let that sink in. So yeah, I'm scared of them. I ain't mad at them. I ain't mess with them. They like, yeah. I ain't scared of animals because I'm not about to go in the woods. Because if the bears live in the woods, I'm not going in there. And as long as it don't, I'm not scared of sharks. Because guess what?
Don't forget to hit that like button.
Sharks can't knock on my door. I'm more in the killing part is I'm not even scared of these young people because it ain't me they killing. It's like serial killers. I ain't scared of no serial killer because they ain't killing no fat black gay women. I'm safe. They not killing these little kids and not killing us. They killing themselves. I can't imagine. I can't begin to imagine. I don't want to imagine getting a call saying that my son has been shot. I got a call, speaking of that, so I can let y'all understand. I got a call when I first got here and I first started working in Buffalo Wild Wings. I got off, I was riding the shuttle back and forth to work when I first got here.
Get out, Cal.
We had one car and I wasn't going to put nobody out.
I know what you about to talk.
I wasn't going to put nobody out.
3 years ago? 3 years ago?
We've been here almost 3, so close to 4, because this might be right after we first moved here. So I'm sitting there waiting on the shuttle. It was kind of cool, so it's probably in September or something. Nick outside playing with everybody. All I heard was Nick got shot. I didn't hear the whole word shot. I don't remember nothing after shot. I was just sitting up on the thing waiting for the shuttle. In shot, I just sat there. I didn't know what he was shot with, where he was shot, nothing. All I heard was shot. And in that seconds before anything, I was gone. I didn't understand anything because the words of my son getting shot didn't go together. But he just got shot with a BB gun in the side. Now, that being said, that could have penetrated the skin. It could have hurt my kid. And I was still pissed off like it was a bullet. But I can't imagine somebody calling me for my son saying that he was shot along with 17 other kids. and adults going to high school, get his education. Can you imagine that?
Kelly.
Can you imagine that? Imagine what these people are doing when they see people get on the news and on TV talking about it's a conspiracy. They just want to take our guns. These kids ain't really scared. These kids don't have PTSD. This didn't happen. They still say that was Sandy Hook. And they kill babies at Sandy Hook. We got kids, Virginia Tech. Imagine that, y'all. And you can't figure out how to stop people from having automatic, semi-automatic assault rifles. Not a 9mm gun. Not a .357 that got 5 shots. But an AK-57, an AR-15. Modified to shoot automatic with unlimited amount of bullets. And these ain't little bullets. These bullets long as cigarettes, blowing holes in walls and killing kids on the other side. And you can't figure out how maybe the general public should not have access to that? Maybe the same people that you make take a test to drive a car. You gotta take a test to get in college. But you barely gotta fill out a piece of paper to get an assault rifle.
You gotta think about this too. At 18, you're too young to drink, but you're old enough to go and get shot for another person.
Now he can't buy no alcohol, but he can go buy a gun.
You can go buy a gun, and you go in the military and get killed.
But you know what? In the military, and that's another thing they want to say. Yeah, this about the kid. Even though I think 18 is a little young, it is what it is. A lot of people go in the military young. Yes, somebody in the military knows exactly what an AR-15 does because they're trained on them. Trained to shoot them, trained to clean them, trained to pull them apart, trained to put them together. And they see the damage that these things do. Nobody is talking about taking your guns. I'm going to go get one. But I don't need an AK-57. I don't need an AR-15. I don't need all them bullets to get my point across if you try to break into my house and hurt my family. I don't. And I don't think you should just be able to just willy-nilly go get all this stuff. And I don't think these amount of people should be able to die like that. They say, well, guns don't kill people, people do. What about cars? What about a car? You gotta have a license to drive a car. You gotta be a certain age to drive a car. And guess what? How many people you gonna kill with that car? Okay. If he'd had none but a knife, how many kids you think would have lost their life that day? Hell, if he had none but a 9mm, how many kids you think would have lost their life that day? One gun, he had to go in and mail and put the bullets back in. Not something just spitting out 50 or 100 bullets at a time. Sometimes you got to say, hey, maybe this particular constitutional right is something we need to look at. Because, back in the day when it was written, you know what a musket is? Those were the guns they were using. You ever seen a musket? You know what you got to do to load a musket? Yeah.
For me to say it's scary, yes, but I send my kids with the entire
armor of God.
I know that's right.
I mean, you leave it up to the Lord, but ain't he leaving it up to us? Mm-hmm. People say if they put the prayer back, prayer ain't never left school. Prayer has never left the school. Making people pray may have left the school. But prayer in and of itself, you tell me these kids don't pray every day they go into that school. Pray they gonna get there in time. Pray they gonna pass this test. Pray this girl talk to them. Pray this teacher don't call their house. Pray that they have a good day. Pray that they pass this test. They pray every day. Teachers pray that they don't cuss these kids out. Teachers pray that they don't say something out loud that they're not supposed to say. Teachers pray because they're scared they're going to get fired if they flunk this little boy who can't spell his own name.
Stop counting. Go in there, but
What I want is for people to look at these kids and say, let's not let these kids die. Let's not give someone the ability to kill that many people at one time. We're not in a war zone, people. We're not. My son should not be having bad dreams about high school. He should be having bad dreams about girls. Smelling bad. Acne. Backney. He should be having dreams about some girl telling him no. Or some ugly girl telling him yes.
you're not counting.
He should be having bad dreams about not making the basketball team. Or flunking. Or any of the millions of things that happen as jacked up in high school that has nothing to do with you losing your life. He should, however, not be worried about dying at school. Now, I can't do nothing about tornadoes, hurricanes. Can't do nothing about that. None of us can.
That's nature.
I can't do nothing about nature. I can't do nothing about acts of God. I can't do nothing about a world war breaking out, killing thousands of people at one time. However, we can do something. I don't know. My daughter. Hold on, baby. You took all. Give me that. You talk. Because I can't see.
You can't see?
I can't see. And people talking. And you ain't saying.
Because
you're
you
sipping.
talking.
You're empty. Your juice empty. Hold your bottle up, baby. Hold your bottle up.
They saw.
Did you see the juice? You saw it. You saw it. That sound of empty bottle.
Then it was good, baby.
Thank you. You bought hot dogs.
I know, right? I did that. All right. Hold on, wait a minute. Anastasia said, my daughter is in a sophomore in high school, and her being scared to go to school, lady, breaks my heart because I can't protect her when I can't see her. That's understandable. I get that. Because I was the same way when Brittany was going to school. I'm scared when she going to work. And Nick go to the bus stop. I'm scared of all that.
Nick, we live what? 5 minutes away? I tell you what, Nick, 5 minutes to walk to McDonald's?
Yeah.
We live 5 minutes away from McDonald's, and I swear, I don't know where I think Nick walking through, because he done walked to McDonald's twice, and I swear I had a nervous breakdown the whole time, trying not to call his phone and trying not to stalk him. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't want, I want to be scared of the things that I can't help him with, you know what I'm saying? I can't help him with the girl that tells him no, that breaks his heart, you know? I can't help him with homework, but I can't help him with
Well, I talked to Nick.
bullies. I can't help him with that. I can't help him while it's happening. I can help him once it happens. You know, I can't help him with that. And I feel some kind of way because I can't, but I know I can't. You know what I'm saying? I know I can't stop those particular pains from happening. I know to grow, bad things gonna happen, good things gonna happen, and you gotta grow and you gotta learn how to deal with it. I think that's a problem with a lot of people now. You haven't learned how to deal with the bad. All you want is the good, not realizing that the bad makes you appreciate the good. There's no perfection in this world. There's no one living that's perfect. There are bad days and good days. You have good hair days, bad hair days. You have a good day at work, and then you got somebody at work trying you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what job you got, even a job you love, somebody done tried you at least one time at work. That's just the way life is. But there's also so much goodness that but you don't know how to handle the bad. You know? Everybody thinks that if somebody tells them no, that's the last thing. No. Somebody else might tell you yes. But you don't know that. It's just, nobody can handle the bad. So, if you hurting, everybody got to hurt. You want to wrap your children in bubble wrap, and you want to stick them in their room, and you don't want to let them out, and you don't want them to do nothing, and yeah, you want to homeschool them, and you want to, but that's not real either, because in the world you're going to interact with thousands of people in your lifetime, millions of people in your lifetime, good people, bad people, people that's going to like you, and people that's not going to like you. You're going to deal with people that's going to hate you because you're cute, or like you because you're cute. You're going to deal with people who, no matter how pretty you are, going to think you're ugly.
All right.
You just it's just life is that thing that you do that.
All right. I'm gonna back up on something.
It just.
Mr. Twist said, kids like to tell me, say, to do drugs. I'd be like, no, because my dad was on drugs and God has cleaned him for 20 years. Then he said, let me you what happens to me in the fourth grade. Let me tell you what happened to me in the fourth grade. In class doing something like English or something, and my phone was ringing. My mom was calling, and I told her not to call me, so she put my phone.
And drop it, and I shouldn't do that. And I said I didn't. Oh, he might say, I took my phone. She told me I didn't do it, so she says, you're going to the office, and I didn't do anything. So he dragged me all the way to the office the teacher, not your mom,
right.
The office. And I was crying because she was grabbing my legs to. Man, I'd be.
That ain't cool. Anastasia said, my daughter asked me if it happened at her school, should she hide or should she run? I had no answer because what do you do at that point? Well, like I used to tell.
I don't know. The people that hid.
You just gotta act on your instinct. If she feel like she knows a good hiding place, hide. Because if you run...
Can't run a bullet.
Bullet would... I wouldn't tell him to run unless... I don't know, because that's hard. If everybody's running...
If everybody's running, then if everybody's running and you take the chance that maybe since they running, they'll get them instead of you. You know, what we shouldn't be doing is having to tell them shit like that.
Right.
Because the reality is, you remember back in the day, I don't know if anybody's old enough. I don't think anybody's old enough in here, not even me, is old enough. But when they were having the war, they used to tell them, if they're in the case of a nuclear war, case of a nuclear bomb, you get under your desk. Stupid. It wasn't going to stop nothing, but they didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
So, when I got older, they would tell us if we caught on fire, stop, drop, and roll, and they would take us out into the middle of the hallway and say, this is the safest place during a tornado warning. That's all I need to tell my kid. I saw some on Facebook, and it made me sad. It was funny, because Nick had asked about some light-up shoes. You know, the cool ones the kids wear. A little 8-year-old girl said, she asked her mom, she came to mom and said, I want to go shopping for some new shoes. And the mom thought that she was saying if somebody was teasing her about her shoes and that she wanted some new shoes because they were picking on her. So she asked her, is somebody picking on you? Do they not like your shoes? She said, no, mommy. She said, if I had these shoes on and somebody starts shooting, they'll see me because my shoes light up. I don't want to light up shoes just in case somebody want to come into school shooting. She was 8.
That's sad.
She was 8. You want to not have, because you can't police your kids.
I got food on
You can't police your kids. I can't go in their room because that's their room. I will take the door off the hinges. Hell, I'll take the hinges off the wall. You hear me? He don't even have no door. And he got a half a wall. But if he had a wall and a door, he wouldn't have no door no more. Tell me I can't come in your room. Not only I come in your room, I sleep in your room. I be in there sleeping with you every night. See what you're doing. What you doing? Why you ain't doing that? Tell me I can't. We can't go in the basement because that's where his stuff is.
My mother went to the office and cussed her out and told her, if you touch me again, I will hurt you. And your mom was nice because, see...
I'd have beat her ass in that school. I'm sorry.
I'd
We
be
don't have to
under
bleep
prison.
out some of my words because I'd have whooped her ass in that school for dragging my baby to the damn office. You put your hands on my baby, you asking for an ass whooping, you asking for the whole, you going to get all of this work, as they like to say. As the young ones like to say now, you're going to get all this work if you put your hands, you can't put your hands on Barbie Peak Lifestyle at her job. Do you understand what I'm saying? And she grown.
Get to them 'cause I'd kill them.
And she grown. You can't hurt her feelings at her job, and she grown. Understand me when I tell you, you don't play with mine.
Who's she talking to? Or she just talking to
We were just talking because Mr. Twist said he was in class and his phone dropped,
I don't got these from
and the
store.
teacher drug him to the office.
Oh,
I
them
don't-
nachos like...
No, it's still sitting here in queso.
Oh, where you get that from?
We went to the store today. My
They
new
got
favorite
something. Why you
store.
warm it up?
What store you
We
went to?
did.
What store you went to?
It's a secret.
I will throw something at you. Nah, I throw something at her. Can't nobody else do it.
I asked about remotes. Oh, that's good.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what school is about. Let me tell you what you should be scared of. Teachers should be scared of parents. But not because you flunking my kid. It's not because teachers shouldn't be scared. If my child does not know how to do the work and you actually try to teach him and my child is playing or messing around and can't get his work, flunk him. Flunk his last and let me worry about it. He'll get it next time. I'm not going, if you're doing your job, you hear no problems from me. Put your hands on my baby. Therein lies the problem. If he ain't doing nothing to get his behind whooped, don't you touch him. Don't you? I wish you good. I wish you would.
Did you hit the girl, baby?
I wish you would. Let me tell you something. My niece, she is a beautiful girl. Her name is India. Gorgeous. She's in college now. First year of college. She was, I want to say she was 12. 11, 12. One of them. No, she was in the 6th. But anyway, she was some age. I think she might have been 10. Anyway, so she went to a new school, first day in class, teacher comes in the classroom, and you know some of these little young girls come out of college and get their teacher certificates and still feel like they can talk to these kids like they talk to their friends. So she said, she came home and she said, Mama, she said the teacher just was mean to us. I said, first day, how they mean? Because we was all sitting there. And she said she came up, she said, I am allergic to cologne, so you cannot wear any cologne at all. If I smell it, you're going to the office. Now, if you hear me talk, imagine me at 10.
Come on.
And then, like, amplify that like 3,000. So the next morning, we taking her to school, right? We trying to figure out what stank. Not stink because it smelled like... You ever had somebody had so much perfume and cologne on, they went from smelling good to stinking? She had put everything in the house that had a smell to it on her body. She had every cologne, every body spray, 3 deodorants. I think she put some Febreze on her clothes. She smelled like the whole line, that whole aisle of smell stuff, like somebody had just went down there and sprayed every can and opened everything. We in the car about to die. It's cold outside. We got windows down trying to get to school, but we let her go to school like that because we ain't had time to do nothing else. It would have took days to get that shit off her. So, but understand that while we were mad, because she obviously didn't do what the lady said do, we were not mad because how you gonna come in them kids? She smelled like an air freshener for 4 days. The whole week. No matter how much we bathed her, she smelled like the air freshener out of the grocery store. I promise you, the lady ain't say nothing else. Because she called my sister. And I'm loud, but I'm not loud. We talk the same way, but she's very slow with it. So she's talking, and I'm in the background. Teacher didn't call no more. Nor did she say anything to India. Nor did she try to send her to the office. Quiet as it's kept. Yeah. That's the stuff we're supposed to be scared of. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Your kids coming home putting on 13 deodorants because they want to piss the teacher off because the teacher did something they felt was wrong. You know what I mean? That's what we should be scared of.
Yeah.
Not the whether or not she gonna get shot because she got on perfume.
It's like sad. Kids can't even go to school.
You
and
can't
enjoy
even
school.
tell nobody no more. You know how many girls got told no?
It's time for me to go to bed.
All right.
Do you got makeup on?
No.
Don't look at his forehead.
He was in the sun.
His forehead don't look real. Come here.
What do you mean? Like,
Do you have makeup on for him?
no.
You wiping your hand ain't gonna show me nothing.
Did you shower today?
No.
He probably dirty.
What kind of dirty guy like that?
Did you?
I don't want the lick hand. Wipe your shit.
Ew. Nasty.
Say hi.
Hey, everybody.
This is my Shmeen.
Come on, baby, you still alive?
Shmeen.
Oh, it ain't 9 o'clock. I'm about to tell Charles
Yes.
Y'all good nights. Y'all don't do that.
Here, I do kiss him good night. And I
You
hug
do that?
him.
You do that too?
I got back. Ugh.
Oh no, y'all gotta show what y'all do. Go ahead, come on, do it again.
What?
This
All right, so everybody has a handshake. Well, ready? Ugh.
Yeah.
But then I get my hug.
Oh,
Cause no, I never have enough for the hugs.
Get your big butt on.
You need medicine too, little boy.
okay.
we gotta fix his glasses.
Come on.
Hey, do you have tape, baby?
Take.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mom, that's so nasty. I'm just go to school with the tape on my glasses.
Yes.
Like those people in the movies.
Until you get it done.
Hey guys, can I play games with you guys?
Boogers? You get glasses make you have boogers? What is that?
No, the tape, Mom.
The tape makes you have boogers?
Yes.
It just,
The tape.
the tape causes boogers.
Yeah,
Causes
it's
congestion.
just- ooh,
The
it
tape
goes-
causes congestion.
Yes.
Go you. Just a little bit of tape, not a lot. You just need like one little. She know how to do it. Okay, so. Hey guys, all right. Hold on, last year I was in Corner Store, came in, kids brought their home. They act like want to jump me, I was ready to fight them, protect myself. I did nothing, just came in the store. What would you have done? I mean, I don't know. I really haven't had that. Yeah, Nick, yeah. He taller than me. Y'all know he taller than he was at his last doctor's appointment. And he just, he just growing up, which is awesome. Yeah, somebody threw a ball, hit him, and it broke his glasses. And it just broke this, he can still stick it in there, but it's got to the point now where he's sticking in there too much. Now it just keeps falling out, and I'm going to get them fixed this weekend. So we just trying to rig it so he can stop dropping them. Yeah, yeah, he'll go to her before he come to me. Cause I don't care. Cause see, he'll ask me one question, and I mean, I make sure he understands. He asked me about sex, y'all, and I told him, shouldn't ask. I ain't do no birds and bees. I don't have sex no way. Anyway. Yeah, Miss Ivy. Miss Ivy would have been alright. She been alright though. Thank you, Keisha. That's my baby. He need to be ugly. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, like I said, when I was growing up in the South, we didn't, kids had, even bad kids had a little respect. Even the drug dealers, we knew what they did, but you couldn't mess with the people. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't mess with the neighborhoods. It used to be a neighborhood thing, and that's changed. Now, like I said, I got no problem with guns. None whatsoever. I lived in Texas, and that's an open carry state. Virginia is an open carry state. I have no problem with you having your gun to protect yourself and your family. I think you should. I think that you should go to the classes. I think you should learn how to shoot it. I think you should learn how to do everything. And I think that if somebody is bad enough to come up in your house and scare you and your family to take what you earn or to take your life, I think you should be able to fight that. I ain't got no. I believe in gun ownership. I believe in doing what you gotta do to get home. I tell Nick every day, come home. To me, that's it in a nutshell. Go home, come home, make it home. Whatever you got to do to get home, get the hell home. I'm not. If people want to take their lives into and make it a situation to where they're putting their lives into jeopardy, that's fine. But don't bring me into your jeopardy. Life is hard enough. Life is scary enough. Just living, going day to day. I went to the doctor, and my news is not super bad, but it ain't good either. That's scary. My body just giving up is scary. Life is scary. I put my own life into my hands. I take my life into my hands. I'm not going to put your life in my hands. I'm not going to bring you into my mess. I'm not going to bring you into my jeopardy. I'm not going to do that. And nobody should do that. You shouldn't have a right to do that anyway. I don't understand that. Good night. Good night, lady. Good night. I love you too. It's a twist. I don't understand that. I don't understand bringing somebody else into your jeopardy. Why? I don't get that. If you didn't buy it, don't touch it. What you want to hurt me for? Why you want to take my little money? I worked hard for mine. You know what I'm saying? Worked hard for mine. Why don't you work? Back in the day, I dated drug dealers. They work hard for their money. They didn't steal their money from nobody. If you wanted to buy your little bag, you bought your bag, you bought your money. It was a hard life, but it was what it was. But nowadays, you can't send your kids to school. You can't send your kids to McDonald's. You can't send them to the corner store. You're worried about somebody taking your kids. You're worried about somebody hurting your kids. You're worried about somebody touching your kids. Now you can't send them to school because you're worried about somebody killing your kids.
That's crazy.
But you can't beat your kids. You can't beat them. And you can't teach them stuff, because if you teach them stuff, then you're making them learn stuff. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't learn. Yes, you got to learn the good and the bad. You can't just learn the good. You can't just know the good stuff. You got to learn the bad stuff. So if it happens, you know what to do. Mm-hmm. If it happens, if you come upon a situation, you can handle it. Because you know that all you got to do is make it home and everything is all right. Make it home. You come across a situation, you feel me? You can't be scared to send, can't be scared to send kids to school. It's enough out there. It's enough I have to teach Nick. Being a young black man, and I'm sorry, at this point I need to bring a little race into it. I just do. I have to worry about him getting pulled over by the police. Or him walking down the street and being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's enough having to teach him that. And him learning that particular bad thing. He should be able to go to school. Your kid should be able to go to school.
Is it raining?
It was. That's Nick turned the fan on.
Oh.
They should be able to go to school. And everything's not all about race. Because the reality is these little kids want a whole lot of little black kids getting killed. It wasn't 17 little black kids. It wasn't. I don't even think it was one.
No, I didn't see nothing.
I don't think it was one. That's the thing. You would think that all these little kids dying, that somebody would go, hey. But no. You know? And I'm sad about that. And I'm mad. You know? And it's not a good thing. I mean, I love waking up every morning. I say thank you every day I wake up. Because every day is a new day. It's a gift. And I look at my life and I say thank you for that. I am in love. I'm loved. I have a beautiful family. I may not be where I thought I was going to be, but I am where I'm supposed to be. But I hate that where I'm supposed to be means I have to show my son how to duck. I need to buy him a bulletproof book bag. Or, you know, or just not, or so I don't send him to school. So there now is another set of problems because now he doesn't know how to deal with the general public as a rule. He doesn't know how to deal with people. And that affects his adult life. Because homeschooling ain't for everybody. Some people it's for, some people it ain't for. Ain't for me. Don't say it ain't for nobody else. Because I know the world sucks. But you make the good and the bad. You make what's going on now. You make your own happiness. We make the bomb squad. We are all over this country. All over the country. We got kids. We got grown folks. We got grandparents. We got people with no kids. And together we make a family. So I'm sad for your kids. I'm happy for your kids. But I don't wish, if you don't have kids, I don't wish them on you. Because I don't wish this feeling on anyone. Because my son should not be scared of going to high school. he should not be scared of a little boy getting told no next door. All he should be worrying about is getting his permit, trying to drive a car somewhere, asking a girl out, trying to make a team, trying to be cute, that's all he should worry about. The normal stuff. In school, kids suck without bullets. They mean without bullets. Now you gotta add bullets to the mix.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember when I went to school. I don't remember I had to worry about this and that. As I got older, I had bullies.
I hated school. And therein lies, that was my problem. I hated school.
I hated school too, but I went.
I had one. But I would go and take the test. I'm very good at taking the test. I'm very good at, even if I haven't studied the subject, I'm good at taking the test. I almost didn't get my diploma for my senior year. I thought I didn't get my diploma, so I went and got my GED. They told me I couldn't graduate because I missed too many days. I couldn't walk. So I said, I'm not staying. I'm through. Classes are done. I'm not staying. So I left Alabama. I left Atlanta, went to Tuskegee. I went to Tuskegee Friday. Monday I took my GED. The next week I got my GED back. I super passed it. And then they sent me my diploma in the mail because I didn't miss, because I graduated. I was 11th in my class had I walked. So I hated school. But I wasn't popular in school. I didn't think I was cute in school. I didn't have a whole lot of friends in school. So school wasn't my saving grace. It wasn't my place. My place was in books. I read a lot. And then when I got out of school, I started working. I've been working ever since. Even when I went to college, I was still working. And then I started working and found something I was good at, and I stopped going to school again. I'm going back to school now. I started Monday. My classes started Monday. So if
She's doing homework.
So tomorrow night when y'all see me, so Friday night when y'all see me doing homework on live in the middle of the disco, don't say nothing.
You ain't gonna be done.
I'm gonna try to finish it. I gotta finish it by Sunday, but I'm gonna still be doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had elementary school. I don't remember elementary school.
I ain't gonna do some twerk some Friday or you doing
Easy.
in the dark.
I'm gonna do it on my tablet. Very easy. That's how I'm gonna do it. I don't need no light.
You gotta party.
I don't need any light.
You gotta party with the bomb squad.
I can party and do my homework.
If the people that's on here live right now, if you don't know what we're talking about, hit your notification bell, because if you hit your notification bell,
all right, Keisha.
On Friday nights we go live.
What time y'all going on?
We go live every Friday. We go live every Friday at
I'm trying to talk to the people. I see what they writing.
We go live every Friday at 9:30. Man, what you doing?
Stabbing you with this fork.
Anyway, we go
And
live.
I licked the fork.
Yeah, that's nasty.
She hates that.
We go live every Friday on
Okay.
Twerk Something Friday. So y'all make sure y'all hit your notification bell so y'all can be with us. And then I put people in the panel and they be drinking, dancing, doing their thing with the music. And
Bye, Keisha. Mwah. Now, first of all, she know if that was a commercial break for Twerks on Friday, I was supposed to do the da-da-da. So, Ty, she gonna just bust a commercial break in the middle of talking. You know what I'm saying? How she gonna bust a commercial break?
I'm about to watch Keisha Mel go live.
All right, so.
And I'm going to play my game. I'll be playing the game and watching.
You'll be there Friday. Yes, Keisha. Love you too. Mwah.
Keisha, you know you got to come in the panel early. Then, like the last time you came in all late.
She was dancing. She was getting it.
She got up out the chair, was dancing.
I know you talking like
She was
that.
getting it.
Oh.
She was getting it. Thank you.
Love you too.
Your life experience.
I mean, you know, I do. Y'all know I'm random. Y'all know I'm random as hell.
Right.
Y'all know I get off topic. Y'all know I be talking, but the reality is, it's just, it hurt. Y'all know I work.
Look at Callie. She just.
Get your homework. Kelly is
Get
up
down,
on me
Callie.
like I am.
Get down.
Made out of hamburger meat. But I sit where I work at. You can't say nothing. But I can hear them talking. You know, I hear them talking. And they always talking about how we live in a conservative area. Let me just say it that way. And
Well, not many black people would put it that way. Iraqi Africans.
I just say we live in a conservative area. And
I think we're the only black people on this side.
Yeah. But now I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about my job.
Okay.
And because I hear so many different people talking, and I always hear them having an opinion about somebody else's opinion. Well, if you can have an opinion, why can't they?
Right.
But you never have an opinion. You never take a stand. And my stand is this. Figure out how to get automatic and semi-automatic military-grade weapons out of the hand of civilians. Listen to what I just said. I did not say take your guns. I did not say not have access to a rifle. If you shoot deers, then you need a rifle. Shooting at them with a handgun is kind of stupid. Just is. We need to figure out a way to get military-grade assault rifles out of the hand of civilians who are not trained on them, who have mental issues,
Nick.
who have violent issues, who have any issues. Anybody who got an issue should not be able to kill more than one person at a time.
Nick.
Yeah.
Turn the stuff off.
You hear me? If you got any kind of issue, you should not be able to kill a whole room of people. And it's not us. We can't stop nobody from doing nothing. We can't stop nobody from doing nothing. But our voices together, showing that we do not want our kids to be scared of school. We do not want we don't want to be scared of little kids walking with a backpack. We don't want to be scared of little kids coming to school with trench coats and backpacks and duffel bags because we're scared of what they're going to pull out on. We don't want our kids to not to be happy, as happy as you can be in high school, I guess, because it's high school.
Right.
You've got to figure out a way to keep military-grade weapons out of the hands of civilians. And that's just it. There's no reason for me to have any military-grade weapon. None. Because I promise you I'm not going to war. I promise you I'm not going nowhere and shooting at people that I have no idea about what's going on in their life or why they're in a war. I'm not going to war. Couldn't if I wanted to. So I don't need a military weapon. We have got to figure this out, people. As a whole, as a country, as a world. We cannot continue to bury our babies. We are burying our babies. Parents are not supposed to bury their kids. And it's one thing if you're sick. It's one thing if you get hit by a car in a car accident. Or hell, it's something if the bus that your baby go to school on takes a turn for the worse. These are all accidents, things you can't foresee. These are all things that can happen that you have absolutely, positively no control over. But we as a people, as a society, have a control over these guns that these people are just, come on, man. Come on. Come on. And I don't care about drive-by shootings. I don't care about black-on-black crime. I don't care about white-on-white crime. I don't care about Latino-on-Latino. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about what happened. I don't care about the shootout between the cops and this dude or the drive-by that accidentally killed this 6-year-old. I'm talking about 17 people burying their kids and their loved ones because you decided that it was okay to have an AR-15.
All right, you guys. We're going to close this out. We see y'all on Friday.
It'll be a much lighter topic on Friday.
It's not a topic.
My face won't be quite as, it might be because I'll be looking at stuff. Y'all know I got 4 classes.
I'm about to.
Yeah, I told y'all random. All right, so.
I'm about to move this thing.
Why? Look how she did that. Y'all see that? Y'all see how rude that is?
Say good night.
So.
Good night.
Y'all have a good
Say
one.
good night.
I really.
Good night.
I'm not cleaning this kitchen up. I'm not eating your plate.
Where you go?
Over here.
Y'all say good night.
Love y'all. Mwah.
Say good night.
Love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, share this video. Because I promise you other people are pissed off like we are.
Look at that.
So they need to get together. You feel me? And y'all see how she do me. That's all right. That's all right. That's why I'm going to do my homework Friday night.
You're not going to do homework.
I'm going to do it, and you can't stop me.
Say good night, baby.
I said good night. Like, share, subscribe. Good night.
Don't say
Love
that
y'all.
word. We link up.
No, so can't you say that part?
Link up.
Oh, like, share, link.
We
I
linking up.
missed something. Like, share, link.
Smash-
Comment.
And smash that notification bell.
Yes, but
So-
comment
Y'all smash that notification
down
bell.
below.
Why they so close?
Cause your arms ain't that long.
I do have long arms. So,
Got big old hand, your arms ain't that long.
oh, did you just like? She just like put me on blast.
She do. Y'all see her hand?
Say good night.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all. We out. Talk to y'all Friday, or if I don't see y'all in somebody else's live, I'm about to sit on the sofa. I'm tired. And y'all, if y'all not in Keisha's and Mel walking in fat woman shoes, go ahead and is she in here? She should be. She going live. So anyway, we out. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Pray over your kids. Pray over each other. And there's nothing else you can do. So, all right. Peace.